All right, welcome to Talkin' Investing. I am Tom, and as always, this is not financial advice. I want to do a quick update on the EV sector and specifically including Tesla. The EV sector is getting absolutely destroyed today, so I want to go through what's going on and take a look at some of these stocks. So if you're new to the channel, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Also, if everybody would smash the like button, I'd appreciate it. It helps out the channel a lot. You'll see a link to our free Discord in the pinned comment below, so you're free to join us over there. We got a great conversation going on. Let's take a look at what's going on in the EV sector. Today is a brutal day in the stock market. You can check out my video that I did earlier today on what's happening in the overall market, but I want to take a look at the EV sector in specific because it is drastic. So I want to start out by taking a look at my EV big board. This is the EV stocks that I follow. Obviously, there are many more than this. The top 6 stocks on this list are the classic EV passenger vehicle stocks. They are the large cap stocks. Obviously, Tesla's the ultra large cap stock. And the rest of these on this list are in the EV sector, whether they're in the supply chain, providing batteries or EV charging stations. So those are all much smaller cap stocks. The large cap stocks and the small cap stocks have not necessarily been acting similar. The large cap stocks have been trading at very high sales multiples. The small cap stocks have been taken out and have been making new all-time lows for about the last 5 months on a consistent basis. Now, however, as of today, a few of the large cap stocks are hitting 52-week lows. So that's what I want to look at. Just to review the board a little bit, you'll see Tesla is down over 10% right now. And it's the middle of the trading day, so I don't know where these stocks are going to end today. But at the moment, Tesla's down over 10%, under $900. Rivian's down 7.7%. Lucid's down 7.3%. So all the big cap stocks are getting wrecked. And then if you look at the smaller cap stocks, you've got FUV down 15%. You've got Volta down almost 9%, and that is one of the stocks in our 10K challenge portfolio. So we watch that one closely. And pretty much all the rest of the stocks on the list are down 5, 6, 7, 8%. So this is a very big down day. To put it in perspective, Tesla's down over 10%, and Tesla as a company's market cap is bigger than all the rest of these companies on this list put together by far. So that 10% down is massive. So I want to look at the Tesla chart. Tesla's market cap is down over $100 billion today. So I want to go over there and take a look because they had a nice run, but today is a different story. This is a dramatic downturn, and I want to show you the chart and put it into perspective a little bit. Okay, so this is Tesla's chart on the 4-hour time frame. So each one of these candles represents 4 hours. You will see the current candle is this right here. This gigantic red candle, the biggest one on the page by far, is the last 4 hours. So far, that's the entire trading day today. Prior to that, somewhere in the middle of March, Tesla seemed to have found some footing here at the $760 mark, and it had a gigantic run up from there. We talked about this several times on the channel. I personally was thinking Tesla was going to get to about $1,200. It did not quite get there. It got to, it looks like a high of $1,152, and $1,200 was the minimum I thought it was going to get to. I would not have been surprised if this ran up to $1,500. However, for whatever reason, that momentum has not only stalled, but it has reversed dramatically. So you can see it pulled back down, and it was testing this $975 to $1,000 range and seemed to be holding very nicely right there and establishing a new line of support until today, when it has just crashed through this, and it is significantly below that line. As of trading right now, it's about 8% below this recent line of support that it had established. It's down over 22% from its highs at the beginning of April, so that's just this month. Now, having said that, it had a massive run up in the month of March. So if you look at the chart, you'll see we're just giving back what we got last month. But this was unexpected for me. I thought Tesla was going to find its footing here at 1,000 and maybe run up back up to 1,200 or 1,500, and that is not happening at the moment. Down 10.62%. It has consistently been going down all day. You'll see this red line is at its bottom, which means at the moment we're at the lowest trading point of the day. So again, I'm in the middle of the trading day. I don't know how this is going to turn out. This may bottom out and turn around. Right now, it is just falling. And again, this one candle right here represents over $100 billion of market cap lost so far this morning by Tesla. And as we looked at the big board, you can see that has ripple effects. Every single stock in the EV sector that I follow, which is over 20 stocks, are all down, and most of them are down significantly. So I want to put this on everybody's radar. I'm not quite sure what this means. I'm going to look at a few other stocks just to see if we can figure out what's going on here. Okay, so just to put it in perspective, as we talked about, Tesla's now trading at $894. That's a market cap of $939 billion. It is under $1 trillion again. There was only 5 companies over $1 trillion in the entire market, and Tesla was one of them. With this drop of $100 billion today, it is momentarily not in that group anymore. But what I want to look at is Rivian. Rivian seems to be indicative of what's happening in the overall EV sector. So Rivian just recently went public within the last 6 months, and the stock skyrocketed. Its 52-week range is $31.38. So it has hit its all-time low today. You'll see that is today's low, and it's the 52-week low. And as a result of the fact that this is a newly traded company, this is their all-time low. Now, that leaves them just under $28 billion market cap. Having said that, I did a few videos on this when it came out. At $179, this was more than Ford and General Motors put together from a market cap standpoint. This was ludicrously overvalued. So it was my opinion this stock was going to crash massively. However, with the EV sector, you don't know how long that's going to take. Sometimes these stocks can stay elevated for a while. Well, it did not take long with Rivian. It's down significantly. We'll look at the chart. It's down over 80% already. They've run into a few bumps in the road, and they're a little off of their delivery. They had to raise their price a little, but that is not the reason this stock has fallen the way it has. The reason it's fallen is this stock never made sense at its original market cap, in my opinion. So about a month ago, I put a target price on this of $33 and thought that I would start potentially looking to maybe buy this at $33. I felt it had more downside, and it did. It actually went past my price target, but I have not yet started buying into this because so many things have crashed over the last few months that this is just too low on my conviction list to start buying into. I have too many other stocks that I have a very high conviction in that are also crashing, not to this extent, but they are also at or below my target prices. So if we look at the Rivian chart, this is the chart on the one-day time frame. From their peak in the middle of November, they are now down 82.5%. So that is a drastic fall in the price of this stock. So there are some people who bought in this area right here on November 16th and 17th. The stock's $31 now. So there's an awful lot of people that lost an awful lot of money in this stock. So I don't know where it goes from here. I will tell you, you can see on the chart, this is its 52-week low. I don't know how much lower it can go. I feel this went from one of the most overvalued stocks in the market to at $31. This may be very reasonably priced. I have not bought in yet. So, again, this is not financial advice. You guys got to do what you think. The EV sector is unbelievably volatile and tricky. So everybody, please be careful if you're trading these stocks. Lucid Motors is the other one I'll take a look at. It's the third large cap EV US automaker. So they're trading at $17.96, down 7% on the day. That puts them under $30 billion market cap at 29.7. And this puts them near their 52-week low, which also would be their all-time low because they have been trading for less than a year, but they have not quite hit their 52-week low yet. So you can see the two, I'll call them smaller cap companies, although they are still $25 to $30 billion market cap companies. They're just small compared to Tesla. Those two are reaching their 52-week low. Tesla is nowhere even near in that neighborhood. In fact, just a week or two ago, it was approaching its 52-week high. So if you look at the smaller caps, almost every single one of those is at or near their 52-week low. Some of them have set new 52-week low after new 52-week low for the last 2 or 3 months. More than half of the small cap EV stocks on my list are down between 50 and 95% over the last 52 weeks. So that is drastic pullback. So this sector, like I said, everybody, please be careful. This is not financial advice. I wanted to let everybody know what's happening in this sector today because this is massive action, and Tesla is the 5th largest company traded in the United States. So for them to be down over 10% is a very dramatic event. This is not the first time this has happened with Tesla. They tend to have extremely large volatile moves. So I'm not sure what comes next. I do know big tech reports their earnings this week. Tesla already reported earnings. They had a fantastic earnings report. I am a little bit surprised by this, and I won't be surprised if this turns out to be a fake out. So again, I'm not predicting that, and please, this is not financial advice because this is an extremely volatile stock, so invest wisely. But I do think that there's a chance that after hours today, Tesla's the 5th largest company. There are 4 bigger companies. 2 of them are reporting earnings after hours today, which is Microsoft and Google. Those are the 2nd and 3rd biggest companies in the US. So if they have a good earnings report, in addition to Tesla, who's already had a very good earnings report, this could potentially be a fake out today. However, if they miss, there's no telling how far down we can go from here. So we're at a real inflection point. So I'm staying away. I do own several of the smaller EV stocks. I'm not averaging into anything today. I'm just leaving this alone. I'm not sure of what to make of today's trading action. So I'm going to sit on the sidelines for the moment and see how this all shakes out. So that's what's going on with Tesla and the rest of the EV market. So thanks so much for watching. If you made it this far, please remember to subscribe to the channel and smash the like button. Also, thanks so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video.